Hello and welcome to the It's Your Effin' Journey podcast. My name is Melissa McQueenie. I'm a licensed therapist and the host of the It's Your Effin' Journey podcast, and I am so excited about this episode today. So today's interview is with the most wonderful human, Alexandra. Her name on Instagram, and you must go follow her immediately, is lawyer underscore on underscore the underscore run. I'll link it in the show notes. She is such a light. We became friends on Instagram, and I just became obsessed with following her journey. She just ran her 41st and 42nd marathons, lifetime marathons. She's been running for like 10 years, and she went from like doing one a year, and now you'll hear her story. She does multiples in a weekend. And she's just got the best messages. I can't wait for you to hear this episode. And without further ado, what time is it? Podcast time. It's a celebration. What time is it? Podcast time. Just a couple quick reminders that we are doing a Sober October discovery in our free community. So if you are interested in checking that out, absolutely no pressure to actually be sober. It's just, what sort of accountability do you need in this journey for yourself? Where are you a little bit sober curious? We're talking about books we're reading and just having some accountability. I am not drinking this month. So yeah, we're just having some fun over there. So if you want to join us, I'll put the link in the show notes as well. Enrollment is now closed for October life coaching, but if you'd like to stay in the loop for when I'm going to open up the openings for November, make sure you hop on my email list. So send me your email address. You can email it to me. You can send it to me on Instagram, and I'll get you in the loop so that you get up to date on all my offerings. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Don't forget to screenshot it and share it in your stories and tell me why you loved it. I love having you here. Thanks so much. Excited to have her here with us. So just a little bit about our backstory. I found her on Instagram and was immediately inspired, which I know everyone is going to be after hearing from you. Like, you do the most amazing things. So, like, you just did your 42nd marathon?
Yes, I did.
40?
41st and 42nd in the weekend.
Holy shit. Okay, so 41st and 42nd in one weekend. So Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
How do you feel?
I feel exceptional. It's the best feeling ever. It was my 40th birthday on Saturday, and I thought, what better way to celebrate a new decade than taking on a new challenge? I've never done 2 marathons in a weekend, so I said, why not? Let's do it. So I took a nice road trip between New Hampshire and Maine, and I did the New Hampshire Marathon and the Maine Marathon and had the time of my life.
Oh my God. Well, happy birthday. That's amazing. 40 years and
Thank you.
42 fucking marathons. And like, so, okay, I want to go like back. Like, how long have you been doing this? How long have you been running? Like, tell me everything.
Well, I started running about 10 years ago. I was 29 years old at the time, and I really wanted to do a 5K. I just thought a 5K was just the greatest distance I ever could dream of. So I trained for 3 months to do the Hard Rock Cafe 5K, and it was ridiculously slow, but I had the best time, and I was so proud of myself. I was running 3 to 4 times a week, and I thought, you know what, let's keep going. And then that was in November of 2014.
Oh, me
And
too. That's when I
New
started. Oh, no, I was
Year's of December
2013. I was 2013.
2014.
Okay. Close
Right
by.
in there, right in there.
Yeah.
The teens.
Yeah.
The teens, yes. I saw an advertisement for the Los Angeles Marathon that it was turning 30, like the 30th anniversary of the LA Marathon. And I'm like, wow, I just turned 30. So I took it as a sign, seeing the actual sign that I should run the LA Marathon, because I just did a 5K. And how much harder can a marathon be than a 5K? Because I was running 3 to 4 times a week. So I impulse bought the LA
I
Marathon,
fucking love it.
and I ran the LA Marathon, and I never looked back.
Okay, so did you train for the LA
And it
Marathon?
just spiraled. I did,
Oh, you did. Okay.
not as well as I do now, but it was very hard, and I was in a lot of pain when I finished, but I was so proud of myself that I'm like, you know what? I'm going to come back and do it again. Maybe it'll be easier the second go around. No, way worse the second go around. It was so hot that I'm like, wow, that first year was so much easier. Why can't I go back to that first year? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to come back for a third year. Came back the third year, worst one of them all. Worst one of them all.
Oh
And I'm like, wow,
no.
I've done it 3 times and each one has been really hard, but I'm persevering. So, you know what? I think I'm just going to keep going. And so I came back a fourth year, and it was a little better the fourth year. I'm like, okay, fourth time's the charm. And I just was like, okay, we're just going to keep going.
So you did four back
I
to
kept getting
back
worse every year.
LA marathons.
Yeah, but only one a year. One a year.
Yeah.
That's all I was able to do. That's all I was dreaming of. One a year was my max. And then in 2019, I decided to do LA and Chicago. So I did two, and I thought, wow, I'm doing 2 marathons in one year. How proud of myself am I that I'm doing such a big goal? And I did it, and I was so proud. I'm like, you know what? Let's keep going. And by 2012, I had done 6 in a year, and I thought, wow, 22, I was up to 6 a year, and I'm like, okay, we're doing like every other month. This is so exciting. Then last year, I'm like, you know what, we're going to go with one a year. And I end up doing 13. And then this year, I'm on track to do 20. So,
Holy.
like, the sky's the limit, truly. Wherever your heart can dream, just keep going.
Oh my God, I just love you. So do you train now? Do you train in between the marathons, or do you just go because you're just trained? You're like what I call half ready. You're just always marathon ready.
Well, I treat my marathons like long runs for the next one. And I don't really do much in between. I do like 5 miles, 6 miles. If I get up to 10 miles, I'm lucky because I marathon about every 2 weeks now. So I do at least 1 to 3 marathons a month.
Wow.
So it just depends on what the schedule is. But I don't race for time. I race to have a good time,
I love
and
that.
I just have fun with it. And if I walk, it's fine. If I want to go for a time, I select one race in the year, and then the rest of them I just go for completion and making memories and taking pictures.
I love that. And you're always in like the best costumes.
Oh, see, I like dress up. Ever since I was a little girl, I always loved dress up. And I thought, what a great way to express myself than through dress up in marathoning.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes people think of very serious runners with their tiny shorts and tiny tank tops. But I like to show people that you can have fun, and you can wear a princess costume from Spirit Halloween store, or you can wear a silly hat, and you're still an athlete no matter what you look like and what your goals are. It's like you can still do it. It's like I'm doing it, and I'm just a regular person, and I just
Yeah.
happen to like dressing up and being colorful because running is fun. Fitness is fun. It is a blessing to be able to be active.
Yeah, it is. We get to do this. We get to be active. Like it is such a gift that a lot of people aren't able to do and take advantage of. Um, so did you do the course in for the Olympics, the Olympic marathon course?
I did. I did the Marathon Porto, which was the same course as the Olympians during the Paris 2024
So
Olympics, in between the
cool.
elite men and the elite women. At nighttime, we ran basically from Les Invalides to Versailles to the Eiffel Tower. And it was an incredible experience to see Paris come alive
Yeah.
in the middle of the night
How did you
and
get into
just
that?
experiencing a once in a lifetime event. Well, that they had various challenges through the Marathon for Two app, and also through the Orange Running um, program. And I would just do as many challenges as I could. and luck of the draw lottery. Luck of the draw
Wow.
lottery. I just was a very lucky person. It was the lottery of a lifetime, is the way I describe it.
Yeah.
And about 400,000 people participated in all the challenges, and they selected 20,024 runners from around the world. And I lucked out to be one of the 20,024 runners to run the Olympics. And what was really cool about that race is that the winners of my race actually won Olympic medals. They were awarded Olympic medals. So I can say I lost at the Olympics because I did not get the Olympic gold medal.
How fun is
So I
that?
can proudly say I came in 16,000th place at the Olympics.
Oh my God, I love that. So are you working towards like the World Marathon Majors or like all 50 states or like all of the above? Like do you have a goal in any of
Yes.
those? Okay, tell me about that.
I've done 5 of the 6 world majors, so I'm working on that. My last one is Boston, so
Yes. The
Boston's the
best.
last one.
Yeah.
And then for the 50 states, I'm working towards the 50 states as well. I just finished state number 9, and I'm doing the Marine Corps Marathon in 2 weeks, so that'll be state number 10. And I think I'm just gonna keep going. I would like to finish the 50 states within the next 5 years. So I think I can do it. And now that I can do 2 back to back, why not do 3 or 4 back to back?
I
Just knock them out all at once.
I love it. I now at any point are you like, or even on this weekend, are you like, I'm dead. Like this is stupid. I don't want to do this anymore.
Not so much, but I do remark of I can't believe I signed up for this. It's like past Alex really was ambitious, and I am oftentimes very impressed of how optimistic my past self is because present self is currently having to experience
Yeah.
it. But I'm like, wow, I was really confident that I
Yeah.
could do this. So I'm proud of my past confidence.
I love that. So do you have any other back-to-backs you're signed up for yet?
I don't have any others for the rest of this year. I have 5 more marathons for 2024. I have the Marine Corps Marathon for this month, so I'll end up with 3 this month. Then I have the Indianapolis Monumental Marathon, the Philadelphia Marathon, the Honolulu Marathon in December, and my first ultra is across the years in Phoenix, Arizona,
So tell me about that. What is that
in
across, what is that?
like New Year's.
How many
So I'm excited.
miles?
I signed up for the 12-hour race, so it's however many miles I can do in 12 hours.
My
And
God.
it's really cool because it's along the San Diego Padres and Seattle Mariners spring training facility. So obviously I'm going to dress up in baseball attire
Yeah.
because that would be adorable.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and find an inflatable bat. Maybe I could run with that. Got to have props. And you just run around the 2-mile loop as many times as you can. And we're going to see how many I do.
I love that. Now, have you heard of,
Unfortunately, since I'm a slower runner, I'm
no, go, 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 go.
oh, what were you saying?
I was just saying,
Oh,
have,
as a slower runner, I have the perspective that I can do time on feet, not a problem.
yeah, yeah. Well, and that's what I was going to say. Have you heard of the Mainly Marathons group that does, like, they set up in, group, like parts of the United States. So they'll do like the New England Challenge and they'll have, a race on a Monday in Rhode Island, a race on Tuesday in Connecticut, Wednesday in Massachusetts. And it's these people doing it the whole week long. And it's really cool.
I have looked into it, and I'm actually planning on doing the New England series because I still need Rhode Island,
Oh my
Connecticut, and
God.
Vermont. And
Then we can finally
so I'll be
meet.
coming to your neck of the woods.
Yes. I know because we were at the
Yes, that'd be
same
so much
we were at the
fun.
Disneyland half together and we just couldn't we didn't make it happen.
Well, there were a couple thousand other people there. It really does impact having to meet everyone when there are so many thousands of runners all around.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So do you have a favorite? Do you have a
But
favorite
I always love
marathon?
meeting fellow runners. that I've run. I like to say that my favorite one is my next one
I love that.
because I get to experience something new for the first time. So my favorite marathon is my next one
Yeah.
because I am privileged enough to get to have a next one. And
Oh,
I treat each marathon as if it's my last because you never know what's going to happen. So every marathon is extremely special to me. And I try to be very present and live in the moment and take in all the memories that I can at that time because you only get to experience that race that one time. Even if you get to go back, it's a different race because you're a different person. It's a different year. You've learned more about yourself. So you treat everyone like it's your last, and the next one is the next best one.
I love you have the best mindset. Have you always been this positive?
I try. I try. Positivity is a choice, and you can choose how you spend your day. I find that my days are easier when I have a positive mindset than when I have a negative mindset, and your actions impact the lives of those around you. And I like to think that if my positivity makes a difference to someone else's day, then even if I haven't had the best day, maybe I can make someone else's day better.
You certainly do.
So
I think you brighten up
just,
everyone on
try to pay it
Instagram.
forward. I like to think that people want to be my friend and say that, oh, she's the nicest person I've ever met. I'm like, oh, I like hearing that. I also like hearing I'm the best dressed at a marathon. I really do enjoy hearing that.
Yeah,
That happens fairly often.
and
And I'm like, yes,
I
thank you for
remember,
appreciating the tutu and the
yes, the
tiara.
tutus. Like people love the tutus. When I don't run with a tutu, I'm so sad that I didn't because they'll shout like tutu, love the tutu, and it just keeps you going.
Exactly. Oh, absolutely. And it's something different. It's other than like elite outfits with just like the tiny shorts and the tank top. It's like it's something fun. It's something unexpected. Like even if it's like a little sparkle skirt, it just
Yeah,
adds a little bit of like fun and flair.
yeah, yeah.
And
So
also for me as a woman, I get to really play into my femininity as a runner. And oftentimes running is a very masculine sport, especially at the marathon level. Oftentimes there are very few women at some of these races that I do. Like Tokyo, less than 30% of the participants were women. So of course I had to go in hot pink to be the most feminine that I could be, being like, we belong here. As a
yes,
woman, I belong here just as much as any other athlete.
hell yes.
So that's why I like being extra feminine when I run
I love
because
that.
women belong in sports.
Yes, we do. It always blows my mind that we were not allowed in sport or like even in marathons until the 70s. Like it blows my mind that that was a part of our so close history, you know?
It is absolutely mind blowing. The 1984 Olympics were the first Olympics that women were able to run in. And that was that within my lifetime. I was born in 1984. Before I was born, women could not earn an Olympic gold medal in the marathon. And it blows my mind that we have only come 40 years in marathoning.
Yeah.
So I feel very appreciative of the fact that we are able to be not only included, but now to succeed in our
Yeah.
sport.
And like you said, like we get to be there. There were women who once could not do what we're doing. So it's just like voting. We have to vote, we have to run, we have to do the things that our body allows us to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like it is a privilege to participate. So, in order to exercise that privilege, we have to take advantage of it. We have to show up.
Yeah.
It is not enough just to say that we're able to. It's like we have to do it.
Yeah.
And we have to encourage others to do it
Yeah.
and to bring in more people into the fold. So, one of the greatest joys that I get is to bring in new runners into the sport. Like, I've helped some of my friends like sign up for a 5K, and I'm like, I will walk with you because you never know what an impact that'll have on the other person and how many people in their circle that they will influence.
Yeah.
And it really is a really dynamic pyramid that we are building for one another to build a greater community.
Yeah.
And it truly is one person at a time can make a difference.
Yeah. And so you run with your mom sometimes?
I do. I have like so many happy memories of whenever I travel for my marathons. When she's able to join me, I oftentimes do the marathon, and a lot of races have like a small 5K the day before. So we do our mother daughter 5K, and then the next day I'll just do the marathon. So
Aw.
it's just a mother daughter bonding activity. My mother took up running because of me, which is really flattering that she was inspired by my running journey, that she took up running herself. And now she's up to running 10Ks. When I do the Marine Corps Marathon, she's doing the Marine Corps Marathon 10K.
I love
So, what
that.
greater joy can I have as a daughter than to share my sport with my mother?
I love that. So was
So, some moms and daughters go out to team, we run.
was everyone in your life supportive of your running, or did you ever have people that were like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?"
Oh, no, I've had the most supportive cheerleaders ever. I feel very blessed that everyone's like, go you, you can do it. In fact, some of my friends are like, "Oh, we believe in you so much. You're going to run across America one day." And I'm like, "Thank you for believing that I could do that."
Oh,
So it really is incredible. Even when I don't believe in myself, I have those in my circle who say, "We believe in you and we think you could do even more."
I love that. Like what a great little community
So I
you've
feel very blessed.
cultivated.
I think being a member of the running community is one of the greatest blessings of my life, and I'm so thankful for this opportunity.
Yeah. So when did you start your Instagram?
Um, I think I started a couple years ago, but I've just, tried to share my journey along the way, and people have enjoyed the stories that I've shared and the fun photos that I post. Because, well, since I don't run for time, I get to have a really good time on a course and take lots of pictures. So
Yeah.
I like to set little challenges for myself. Like sometimes I'll be like, I want to take a picture with every single dog I see on the course. That's one of my favorite challenges that I do. Is like if I'm looking for something to like occupy my time, I'm like, okay, if there's a dog on the course, I need a picture with it or a picture of it. And oftentimes the spectators think that is the most hilarious challenge ever. I'm like, can I please have a picture with your dog? And they're like, aren't you running a marathon right now? And I'm like, yes, but I need a picture with your dog. It's a part of my marathon. And they're like, oh, okay.
Ah, so what's the most
So,
dogs you
we
have
gotta have
met
fun.
during a marathon? Do you know?
64. I had 64 dogs at the Orange County Marathon last year.
Wow.
64.
64
Yeah.
dogs. So now let me ask you this.
64 dogs.
So like you run for fun, and I love that because I that's what I do too most of the time. Like occasionally I'll have a time goal, but for the most part I'm out there because I want to be moving and I love being there. Was that a mindset switch for you at any time when you switched from sort of wanting to improve your time to just being out there and enjoying it?
Well, I've never been very fast to begin with. So wanting to have fun is always the top priority. Having a safe run and having a fun time are two of my goals in whatever I do in any activity. And over time, I've gotten faster and I have the capability of going very fast. Like when I do like a training run, I could do a 5K in like 25 minutes. But am I going to have the same amount of enjoyment if I'm just like really pushing it? No, I'm going to be very tired and very spent. So if I just like lay off the gas a little bit, I have a little bit more fun. And so I've translated that into my marathons because when I run for time, I'm just thinking about the time and my pace, and I'm really focused on that one goal versus enjoying the overall experience. And that's been a tremendous mindset shift when I do my marathons because I want to have fun
Yeah.
because it is fun to be able to run. It's fun to be able to go for a run. So if that means going a little bit slower in order to maximizing my fun, it is a worthwhile investment.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. And I think that that message is going to be so helpful to some people who get stuck into that, like wanting to be better and wanting to be faster. And did I walk? And, like, it's such a mindset shift to go from like, I'm just going to go enjoy myself. It doesn't have to be something that I achieve necessarily. Just being out there is achievement enough.
Absolutely. Crossing the finish line is my only goal. Safety, having fun. Just as long as I finish, that's all I care about. And I've never not finished a race, but in the event that one day, odds are, I might not finish a race, that's okay. To have the courage to even start is an accomplishment in and of itself.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of every time that I toe a starting line. It's like I'm showing up for myself, and I'm proud of myself for showing up because that takes courage.
Yeah.
And anybody who shows up to a race, that takes courage. That should be a reward in and of itself.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, it's amazing, and just being active is enough to be celebrated. And I'm sure you've met or have those people. Maybe you don't because you have such a supportive circle around you, but the people who ask you after a race like, "Did you win?" And I always say, "Yes. Yes, I won."
I always win. I'm like, yes, I did.
Yeah.
Best time ever.
But it's just funny, that mentality of like,
It's like
it's only worth it if you win, you know? But that's so silly.
I think everybody who shows up is a winner.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only times I feel badly about myself is when I'm not able to participate.
Yeah.
And because I would like to be there, but I only show up whenever I feel well enough to be able to compete. And I have no problem saying, I don't feel well enough. It's not safe enough for me to go. It's not worth it to push an injury. I have no problem not showing up.
Yeah.
So whenever I do get to show up, it's a happy day.
I love that. You are just such a joy, and I'm so grateful for you for coming on and sharing your story. I love following along, and I need like all of your list.
So much fun.
I need to know where you're going to be at so I can like follow along, and I definitely am going to join you when you come to New England.
Excellent. I can't wait. Yes, I had the best time in New England, and I have a special heart for like New England, and I can't wait to come back.
Yay. Well, good luck at Marine Corps. That's a fun race.
You have way better race conditions in the fall.
Yes, it's so pretty.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. I've always wanted to do it. And I'm excited to go visit my brother. My brother lives in Arlington, Virginia.
Oh,
so my brother and
fun.
sister-in-law are going to come out and cheer for me. And it's going to be like a family affair. Just like brings people together. And I'm excited to participate in the People's Marathon.
I love that. Well, have the best time. I can't wait to see the pictures. Do you have your outfit planned?
Thank you. I'm going to wear blue.
For the Blue Mile?
The Blue Mile, which honors our servicemen and women who have passed. Yes. So I'm going to wear blue in honor of the Blue Mile.
That is an amazing part of the course.
So for some reasons, I already plan out what I want to wear.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm very, very honored to be able to participate in that and to honor our proud service members who have given the ultimate sacrifice for our nation.
Yeah. How amazing. Well, I can't wait to see. Thank you so much for coming on. This has been so much fun. And I know everyone's going to love hearing these messages because this is what I'm all about, having fun and getting out there and not beating yourself up. And that's exactly what you exemplify. So thank you so much for coming on.
This has been so much fun. Thank you so much for having me. I feel like we've known each other our entire lives.
I know.
It's been so much fun.
Well, have a great day, and we'll talk soon. I can't wait to see your adventures. Oh, and I'm going to share in the show notes, but everyone can find you at lawyer, what is dash? No, it's not dash. Underscore?
Underscore.
Lawyer underscore
yes,
on.
Underscore the underscore run.
Yeah, and I'm going to put that in the show notes so you guys can all follow
Lawyer
her.
on the run with underscores in between.
Yeah, because you're going to want to follow her and see all her outfits and see all her fun.
Oh, and there's always fun.
There's
always fun to be had.
All right, well, we will be cheering you on.
Thank you so much. It's been so great. And Congratulations to you, and I'm
Thank
so proud of you and
you.
all of your accomplishments. I mean, the compliments, they go both ways. They go both ways. The running community, we support one
Yes.
another, and I'm so proud of you for all that you've accomplished,
Thank you.
and I'm equally cheering for you as well.
Thank you. Well, you have a wonderful day and we will talk soon.
Great. See you soon.
Bye.